A big welcome everyone to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to give some information on dancehall entertainer Buju Banton. And also the tension and rivalry between Buju Banton and waynewonder. You don't want to miss anything. Watch until the end. Thank you.
Take this some garment, otherwise known as Buju. Anytime you go forward, never you dare show stone behind you. Can't wicked things to take you. Watch me now, yeah. Things change, no one who sees a life hard. You never used to say no money come here.
Welcome family. This is Mix Up the Mix Up, the spot where we chat, cook, explore, and reason about everything under the sun. If you love good vibes and real talk, you're in the right place.
Let's get into it. Buju Banton. From dancehall rebel to reggae icon. In the heart of Kingston, where music echoes through narrow streets and culture pulses like a heartbeat, a young boy named Mark Anthony Myrie began a journey that would shake the world. Today, the world knows him as Buju Banton, a name that carries weight, controversy, redemption, and legacy. The rise of a dancehall force. Buju Banton exploded onto the scene in the early 1990s, during a time when dancehall was raw, competitive, and unforgiving. With a gravelly voice far beyond his years, he quickly stood out. At just 19 years old, Buju broke records, releasing a string of hits that dominated Jamaica. Songs like Stamina Daddy and Love Me Browning made him a household name almost overnight. His early music reflected the gritty realities of inner city life, unfiltered, aggressive, and unapologetic. He became a symbol of youthful rebellion, earning both admiration and criticism. Transformation through reggae. Buju wasn't content with just fame. As his career evolved, so did his message. Influenced by Rastafari and conscious thought, Buju began shifting toward reggae. His lyrics became deeper, focused on spirituality, oppression, and black empowerment. In 1995, he released the groundbreaking album Till Shiloh, a project that changed everything. It wasn't just music, it was a statement. Songs like Untold Stories and Murderer revealed a different Buju, reflective, aware, and socially conscious. Critics and fans alike recognized this as a turning point, cementing his place beyond dancehall into reggae greatness. Controversy and conviction. Buju's journey hasn't been without turbulence. Throughout his career, he faced heavy criticism for certain lyrics, particularly those that sparked global backlash. Yet, nothing would shake his life more than his legal troubles. In 2009, Buju Banton was arrested in the United States on drug-related charges. After a highly publicized trial, he was convicted in 2011 and sentenced to 10 years in federal prison. For many, this marked the fall of a giant. Prison, reflection, and faith. Behind bars, Buju disappeared from the stage, but not from the minds of his fans. During his incarceration, he leaned heavily into faith, discipline, and self-reflection. Supporters around the world rallied for his release, turning him into a symbol of resilience and injustice in the eyes of many. His absence left a void in reggae music, proof of how deeply his voice had impacted the culture. Return of the Gargamel. In 2018, Buju Banton was released and returned to Jamaica a free man. The reception was nothing short of historic. Thousands gathered as he touched down, and his Long Walk to Freedom concert at the National Stadium became one of the most iconic events in Caribbean music history. It wasn't just a comeback, it was a coronation. Legacy and influence. Today, Buju Banton stands as one of the most influential figures in reggae and dancehall history. His journey, from controversial youth to spiritual icon, has inspired generations of artists, including names like Chronix and Protégé, who carry the torch of conscious reggae forward. His music continues to resonate globally, blending themes of struggle, redemption, and identity. Buju Banton. The man behind the music, songs, relationships and family. To truly understand Buju Banton, you have to go beyond the headlines and step inside the layers of his music, his personal life, and the legacy he's built both on and off the stage. The music. A catalog of contradictions and consciousness. Buju's discography tells a story of evolution, almost like chapters in a documentary. The raw dancehall era, early 1990s. Buju entered the game aggressively, dominating dancehall with a fearless, often controversial style. Boom Bye Bye, one of his most infamous tracks, bringing him early attention but also long-term global controversy. Love Me Browning, a cultural lightning rod that sparked debates about colorism in Jamaica. Batty Rider, a dancehall anthem that ruled the streets and parties. This era painted Buju as rebellious, street-driven, and unapologetic. The conscious shift mid-90s to early 2000s. Then came transformation. With Till Shiloh, Buju aligned more with Rastafari and embraced reggae. Untold Stories, a haunting reflection of ghetto life and systemic struggle. Murderer, a powerful anti-violence message that still resonates globally. Champion, a hybrid track blending dancehall energy with lyrical dominance. Later works continued this depth. Destiny, spiritual reflection and purpose. Drive, social commentary wrapped in storytelling. Hills and Valleys, a deeply emotional, almost autobiographical piece about struggle and perseverance. International recognition and later work. Buju solidified global respect with albums like Before the Dawn, which won a Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album. Songs from this era show maturity. Not an Easy Road, a defining anthem of resilience. Bonafide Love, with waynewonder, a rare soft, romantic side. And Wanna Be Loved, a crossover hit that expanded his global reach. Relationships. Buju Banton has always kept much of his romantic life guarded, but over the years, glimpses have emerged. Marriage and partners. Buju has been involved in long-term relationships and is known to have had a wife partner who stood by him, especially during his incarceration. Unlike many entertainers, he has avoided turning his relationships into public spectacle. There are no widely confirmed high-profile celebrity romances tied to his name, which is unusual for someone of his stature. His approach suggests a deliberate separation between personal life and public persona. Struggles and loyalty. During his prison years 2011-2018, his partner and close family reportedly remained supportive, an important detail that adds depth to his story of loyalty and resilience. While rumors have circulated over the years, as they do with most major artists, Buju has rarely addressed them publicly, reinforcing his image as a deeply private individual. Children. Buju Banton is a father of multiple children, and his role as a parent is a major, though often understated, part of his life. One of his most notable children is Mark Myrie Jr., often called Marcus Myrie. He has followed in his father's footsteps as a reggae artist. His music reflects a similar conscious message, though with a modern twist. Buju has publicly supported his son's musical journey, signaling a passing of the torch. Some of Buju's other sons have also shown interest in music, though not all are in the spotlight. A protective father, Buju has made a clear effort to shield his children from media chaos. He rarely discusses them in interviews. He avoids exposing them to controversy tied to his career. His parenting style reflects discipline, spirituality, and cultural grounding. Family influence on his music. Fatherhood has influenced his later music significantly. Songs like Untold Stories, Hills and Valleys carry themes of responsibility, struggle, and legacy, suggesting a man thinking not just about himself, but about the future of his children and community. The controversy. The tension between Buju Banton and waynewonder is one of those lesser publicized rivalries in dancehall, more subtle than explosive, but still rooted in pride, competition, and the ever-shifting dynamics of Jamaica's music scene. Both artists emerged from the same powerful era of Jamaican music, the late 1980s into the 1990s, when dancehall was evolving rapidly. Buju Banton, known for his gritty voice and commanding presence, built his reputation on hardcore dancehall before transitioning into roots reggae and socially conscious music. waynewonder, on the other hand, carved out a lane with his smooth vocals, romantic lyrics, and crossover appeal, eventually finding global success with hits like No Letting Go. While they weren't direct opposites, their styles represented different sides of the same culture, raw street energy versus polished melodic vibes. While there's no widely documented, clear-cut diss track exchange between Buju Banton and waynewonder, insiders and longtime fans have pointed to subliminal lyrics, Studio tensions. Clashing egos during peak years. In dancehall, you don't always need a headline feud. Sometimes the rivalry lives in the music and the streets. There's no solid public record or credible credit showing that Waynewonder ever wrote songs for Buju Banton. But recently there are controversies about who wrote the song, Murderer, sang by Buju Banton. However, it was said that Waynewonder has some rights to the Murderer song. Waynewonder is credited as a writer on a Buju track. Buju credits Waynewonder creatively behind the scenes. In dancehall, especially during the 90s era, most artists write their own lyrics. Producers provide rhythms, not full songwriting. Artists may share studios and rhythms, but don't usually ghostwrite for each other. Waynewonder is highly respected as a songwriter, especially for melodies and hooks, but unlike some artists, he's not widely credited publicly for writing full songs for others. In Jamaica, many contributions go uncredited, so it's very possible he helped with hooks, melodic ideas, studio input, but these are often not officially documented. Final analysis on Buju Banton, the man beyond story. What makes Buju Banton so compelling isn't just the music, it's the duality. A dancehall rebel who became a spiritual messenger. A controversial figure who earned global respect. A public icon who fiercely protects his private life. His songs are not just entertainment, they are diary entries, political statements, and spiritual testimonies. And behind all of it stands a man shaped by fame, fatherhood, faith, and survival. Buju Banton's story isn't finished. If anything, this chapter may be his most powerful yet. Buju Banton's story is not just about hits or headlines. It's about transformation. It's about consequence. It's about redemption. From the streets of Kingston to international stages, from prison walls to roaring crowds, his life reads like a film script, filled with highs, lows, and powerful lessons. In the end, Buju Banton isn't just an artist. He is a movement. Thank you all for watching.
Me no trust phone, me no own, me no like it. Picture I go round, say Simone, I'm a wife.
Thank you all for watching. Follow us on all social media platforms. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell for notifications so you get notified when we upload another content.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and tap that heart, share it with a friend, and drop a comment below. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.